Because of my disability, am I not part of the same human experience? I firmly believe that a disabled life is as worth living as a life without disability. I am 35 years old, and I have Becker muscular dystrophy. That means I have a degenerative muscle condition that means over time my muscles will get weaker and weaker throughout my entire life. Muscular dystrophy is really an umbrella term, and that umbrella term covers about 180 different conditions, and all those conditions involve muscles and muscle atrophy in some form or another. Some of the ways my muscular dystrophy impacts me are things like getting out of bed in the morning, brushing my teeth, going out because I have all this extra equipment like my power wheelchair and this ventilator thing that goes with me, and sometimes I have to do things a little bit slower because even when I'm getting up, just moving me around, sometimes I have to be careful with my very weak muscles that I don't hurt something. Over the last few years, I'd say advocacy has become incredibly important to me. They asked me to talk to groups of youth with disabilities about moving on with their lives and what it looks like, and how I overcame the barriers that are out there in order to be able to move out on my own, live independently, go to school, things like that. When it comes to some of the myths, I think people think that people with disabilities don't or shouldn't once in a while go out and go to a party or go drinking or go to a pub or something like that, because they just don't think that that's what you can or are able to do. And you can and are able to do that, no problem. And have a girlfriend, yes, definitely. I believe that there is an assumption out there that people with a disability don't have a fully lived life. Just because I have to get to Starbucks or the corner store differently than you do doesn't mean that my experience is bad by comparison. I guess the thing is that a lot of people make a whole bunch of broad assumptions about my daily life, thinking that it's so alien and so different from what they experience day to day that they don't think they can relate, when I'm just a person like anybody else, and every disabled person is just a person like everybody else, and they're just trying to get through the world as best they can, like everybody.